What is good, y'all? Welcome back to the airport. Welcome back to a brand new video. It's been a week or so now, and I'm finally back with another video after the whole Dame situation. We are back, and we are here with a video. So make sure y'all stick around till the end of the video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below if you guys are interested, and hit that post notifications bell on, because you guys do not want to miss a video that I upload. So let's get right into it, man. Without further ado, we have a lot to talk about. Summer League is going on right now, and obviously the Heat are obviously competing in it, and they've been doing all right. Obviously they've shut down a lot of the top guys. Jaquez and Jovic missed a lot of games. I think Jaquez is still out with his shoulder injury, but Jovic has been playing. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not really too interested in this Summer League because, even though we have a lot of these guys on our roster, like the Drew Petersons and, the people like that on our team, Justin Powell, like a lot of guys on this roster, Chase Adij from Northwestern, a lot of these dudes on our team that have been hooping. This whole thing is going to be clouded by this whole Dame situation, and I'm really just focused on that right now. Whoever makes the two-way spots, it doesn't really matter to me, in the grand scheme of things, but from what I've seen so far, Chase Adij, who I've been watching for a while now. Obviously, if y'all don't know, I went to Illinois, so Northwestern was our biggest rival, and I've seen this dude. I hated him. I hated playing against him, but nothing but respect for him. And now that he's on the Heat's summer league team, nothing but love for him either. And then obviously the second spot. I'm really intrigued by Drew Peterson's shooting ability and, his ability to even put the ball on the floor and make plays. I think the two-way spots, I think should go to those two players. I've loved what I'm seeing from Orlando Robinson. Big body, man, has been going crazy. Obviously, Jovic and Jaquez, I knew what I was getting from those two players. Drew Smith, kind of disappointed by. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Obviously, it's just summer league, but he's been on this summer league roster for a couple years now. He hasn't really showed me anything, in particular that makes me think he should stick around. But who knows? They might keep him. Jamal Cain, I've been impressed by as well. With Cain, Jaquez, Jovic, and Robinson, I feel like we have a lot of youth, for the future. But obviously some of these players could get traded in the potential Dame sweepstakes. But for now, those four guys on this roster, man, I feel like they can be extremely helpful going forward. Kane's versatility, Jaquez's versatility, like you got two lengthy wings right there. You got Jovic's. Speaking of versatility, man, Jovic, who can put the ball on the floor as a 7-foot forward. He can make plays, and then Orlando Robinson just being that dirty work, big body, brute force dude inside, man. He can do a lot inside as well. So I think that I feel like I really do feel like those four guys can stick around, for the long run if they're still on this roster. Now, obviously, the big elephant in the room is the whole Damian Lillard sweepstakes. Now, there's been reports coming out left and right. Woj and ESPN have basically been the mouthpiece of the Portland Trailblazers so far, and Shams, Chris Haynes has been the mouthpiece of Damian Lillard's camp. Now, Damian Lillard, here's where the situation stands right now. Just to sum up everything that is up to date, Dame wants Miami. He wants Miami and only Miami. He does not want to go to any other team besides the Miami Heat. That is Shams' camp, Chris Haynes' camp. Their reports have been, coming from Dame and his camp, and they've been putting that out there repeatedly that Dame only wants to be a Miami Heat player. Woj has been doing his mouthpiece duties for the Portland Trailblazers and has been trying to put pressure on the Heat, because I think that's what the Blazers are trying to do. They're trying to give this information to Woj so he can put it out there so the Heat can feel more pressure as to do something. Portland's like, we understand that Dame wants to go to Miami, but we're not really a fan of the Heat's offer right now. So we're going to have to do what's best for our team, and if it's the Heat, then so be it. But at this point in time, we don't have an offer that we like, and it's for sure going to have to be a multi-team trade, because the package straight up from the Heat is not what we like at all. That is what they're putting out there. Zach Lowe and Woj both said that both teams are at an impasse. That dropping dimes dude, I don't know if y'all know him. He's the dude with the no profile picture on Twitter who's been getting some stuff right. I'm not even sure if I can count on him as a source, but he put it out there for what it's worth that the deal has been agreed upon in principle, and it'll be announced next week. I don't really know what to think of that when literally like 2 hours before that, Woj was talking about how the teams were at an impasse. And the talks have stalled. Now, Vegas is going to be important because Andy Ellisberg, Joe Cronin are going to have to talk. The players are going to have to talk. Moves, something's going to have to be stirred up because this deal, I think even Joe Cronin's interview, he was like, if it takes months, it takes months. That's what he basically said. He's like, we're not in a rush to get this deal done. That's what he wants to do. And honestly, I feel like this is a tactic for other teams to get in the mix. That's what the Blazers want other teams to get in the mix. Obviously they want to do right by Dame, but they feel like the Heat's offer isn't good enough. So that's why they're like, if it takes months, it takes months. We're trying to do what's the best for our team first and foremost. So this is their tactic to try to get teams like the Celtics and whoever else to get involved in the Dame sweepstakes. But nobody else has been getting involved because Dame has been putting it out there, him and his agent, that if anybody trades for Dame besides the Heat, they're going to get somebody who doesn't want to be there, and they're going to get a disgruntled superstar. So teams are now like, why are we trading our young assets for somebody who doesn't even want to be here? You know what I'm saying? So it's very, now obviously people have been going at Dame for this. Listen, bro, I don't really understand. Like, y'all have been like, listen, you guys have been on Dame's neck to request a trade for so long, and when he finally does, he's still the bad guy. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, he has one team and one team only, but he has a right to demand that one team. He's been the best player in that franchise's history, in my opinion. Shout out to Clyde Drexler, but I've never watched Clyde Drexler play, so in my opinion, it's Dame. So yeah, I mean, I think that eventually he will go to Miami. It's just about when and how long we're gonna have to wait, and because both teams are kind of just playing chess right now, and they're like, the Heat are not budging. They're like, this is our offer, blah, blah, blah. Other teams have to be involved. Now, Tyler Hero has removed any correlation to the Heat off of his bio, off of his Twitter, off of his header, everything. He's removed all that from his Twitter space. And he's pretty much like accepting that he's going to get traded. So I feel like this deal will happen. It's just about when, and it's about how many teams are going to be involved, because obviously it's going to be a multi-team trade. Now, it also came out that the Blazers are looking for 2 young pieces and 4 first-round picks. That is what they want for Dame. Now, we have 1 young piece and 2, potentially 3 first-round picks to offer, unless you're counting Jovic and Jaquez as young pieces, but I don't think that's what they were talking about. I think they wanted 2 like proven young like star type players. They're probably not going to get, but I feel like Brooklyn is going to have to be a big part in this, because they have picks from the Suns. They have a contract in Ben Simmons. They have some stuff that can potentially, I've been seeing Hero going to Brooklyn. I've been seeing 5 or 6 firsts going to Portland along with Ben Simmons, and I've been seeing Dame go to Miami. Now, Portland, it's just about whether they value picks or young players, because if they're getting Hero, I don't think they can get four first-round picks and Hero. But at the same time, if they're not getting Hero, if they're getting Ben Simmons, then you might have to throw in extra picks. So it's kind of like a game, a give-or-take scenario. Another team that has been linked is the San Antonio Spurs. Now, these 2 teams, the Nets and the Spurs, have been linked to Tyler Hero, not Damian Lillard. But they've been linked in this trade scenario because they've been the teams that have been ending up taking Tyler Hero in these mock trades. Those are the 2 teams that have been interested. The Spurs, again, I feel like Hero would do well on both these teams. Both have a youth movement going on, the Spurs more so than the Nets. So I like Hero in Brooklyn more, but I feel like San Antonio would not be bad as well. Definitely could provide some shooting to that team. I like him with their wings who can cover up for him defensively. Hero cannot guard, so you got guys like Vassell and Keldon and Vic at the rim and Sohan. These guys can switch and protect the rim, and yeah, he'll do well in San Antonio. And then Brooklyn with Mikal, Cam Johnson, Claxton, he'll do well there as well. So yeah, we're kind of just trying to figure out what teams are going to be involved, and you know, at the end, I think everybody's kind of accepting the fact. Even Joe Cronin's talking about, like, you know, I think everyone's just accepting the fact that Dame is going to go to Miami. It's just a matter of when. It's a matter of how many teams. It's a matter of, you know, who blinks first. And yeah, I mean, and it's, as far as people talking about don't trade Jovic, don't trade Jaquez. Listen, this is Damian Lillard. Jovic is going to be a stud. I can already tell Jovic is going to be phenomenal. He's going to be an extremely, extremely good player, bro. He's going to be an all-star. Like, I'm very, very confident in that. But if we win a championship, it doesn't matter what he becomes on another team. One championship is worth it. Even if it's just one, it's worth it. So, again, I'm not really too fussed about trading anybody on this roster besides Jimmy and Bam for Damian Lillard. Anybody can go, any pick can go. It's not about any of that. Like, I'm not really too fussed about that. Dame is the priority, as we all know. Now, other free agents that have been linked, Christian Wood. I would love Christian Wood, but I don't know if he's going to be. I mean, obviously he's going to have to take a vet minimum because nobody has the money. But I mean, I would love C Wood. I think that C Wood would be really, really good on this team. You know, you can play him next to Bam at the 4. You can play him as a backup 5. I don't think we'd sign him because we just signed Thomas Bryant, but I feel like he would be nice. And then you got Kelly Oubre, who I think I would love in Miami. Now, obviously, Kelly Oubre in Miami is a little bit. He's a little bit of a wild guy himself. So putting him in Miami, I don't know if that's the best idea. But as far as play style is concerned, he is a really, really good 3-and-D player. And then what's it called? What was I gonna say? Trade candidates. I've seen Sadiq Bey, Danilo Gallinari, Bogdanovic, and somebody else have been linked to the Heat in a trade scenario. It was 4 guys. I forgot the last player. I could probably like pull it up real quick. But yeah, those are the 4 players that have been linked to the Heat by trade. So yeah, I feel like out of the 4, I would love Sadiq Bey. I've been a huge fan of Sadiq Bey. Bogdanovic would be nice. Gallo we've been chasing for 3 years. I'm not really. I'd rather not risk taking on Gallo coming off an ACL injury. But yeah, apart from that, like I would love what's his name? I would love Sadiq Bey, and I would love Bogdanovic on the squad. But yeah, I mean, that's where we're at right now. And you know, we got to figure out, you know, when is this Dame thing gonna happen? You know, how many teams are gonna be involved? That's the only thing we got to worry about, because I'm pretty confident this is gonna happen. And he's gonna be a Heat player. It's just about when. But that's about it, man. Make sure y'all leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Thank you guys for sticking around till the end of the video and watching. You know, hopefully this gets sorted out soon so we can talk about Dame in a Heat jersey. But yeah, I'll see you later as always, man. Peace.